திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஆனைமுகன் ஆறுமுகன் அம்பிகை பொன்னம்பலவன் ஞான குருபாணியை உள்நாடு உலகெல்லாம் உணர்ந்தோதற்கரியவன் நிலவுலாவிய நீர் பலிவேணியன் அழகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்தாடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவான். ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம். गंगे से यमुने सैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदा सिंधु कावेरी नमस्तुभ्यं नमो नमः. Wait from. I'm going to call your father. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah உந்தியில் வைத்தடி போற்றுகின்றோமே. உலகெல்லாம் உணர்ந்தோதற்கரியவன் நில உலாவிய நீர் மலிவேணியன் அலகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்தாடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவான். அம்மையே அப்பா உப்பிலாமணியே அன்பினில் விளைந்த ஆரமுதே பொய்மையை பெருக்கி பொழுதினை சுருக்கும் கொடுத்தலைய புலையனேந்தனக்கு செம்மையே ஆய சிவபதமளித்த செல்வமே சிவபெருமானே இம்மையே உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேன் எங்கெழுந்தருளுவதீனியே. பெற்ற தாய் தன்னை மகமறந்தாலும் பிள்ளையை பெரும் தாய் மறந்தாலும் உற்ற தேகத்தை உயிர் மறந்தாலும் உயிரை மேவிய உடல் மறந்தாலும் கற்ற நெஞ்சகம் கலை மறந்தாலும் கண்கள் நின்று இமைப்பது நற்றவத்தவர் உள்ளிருந்து ஓங்கும் நமச்சிவாயத்தை நான் மறவேன். அம்மா மலர்முகம் நாம்யா ஆத்மசாந்தி நிவாரணார்த்தம் ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய. गंगे सैवोदावि सरस्वती नर्मदासिंधु कावेरी नमस्तुभ्यं नमो नमः. ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो ओम त्रिचित्रम्बरम् Vanakkam and Prem Namaskar. We would like to kindly request all of you to come forward to do the floral tribute while we chanting the God Almighty's name. Please come row by row. So there's some flowers, and then once we completed that, then we officially will start the memorial service. Thank you. Please, all of you most welcome. Please come through. Om Trichitrambalam. Brandon, can you pick up that thing to turn camphor and put it on? Okay. No. Okay, that can pick up now. Can pick up. Okay. Om Trichitrambalam. Yeah. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Annamalaye Arunachalane. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. அண்ணாமலையே அருணாச்சலனே ஓம் நம சிவாய. 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 ஓம் Vanakkam and Prem Namaskar. May I kindly request all of you, please raise for a formal invocation to begin this memorial service. ஊழியர்கோன் வெப்பொழித்த புகழியர்கோன் கடல் போற்றி. ஆழிமிசை கல்மிதப்பில் அணைந்த பிரான் அடி போற்றி. வாழி திருநாவலூரர் வன்தொண்டர் பதம் போற்றி. ஊழிமலை திருவாதவூரர் திருத்தாள் போற்றி போற்றி. சைவத்தின் மேல் சமயம் வேறில்லை, அதில் சார் சிவமாம் தெய்வத்தின் மேல் தெய்வம் இல்லெனும் நான் மறை செம்பொருள் வாய் வைத்த தேவாரமும் திருவாசகமும் உய்மை பெறச் செய்த நால்வர் பொற்றாள் எம் உயிர் துணையே. உலகெல்லாம் உணர்ந்தோதற்கரியவன் நிலவுலாவிய நீர்மலிவேணியன் அலகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்தாடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவாம். ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அம்மா மலர்முகம் நாம்யாம் ஆத்ம சாந்தி நிவாரணார்த்தம் ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. ஓம். Thank you. Kindly be seated. My humble salutations and adorations to the lotus feet of Sivaperuman, and in our Saivites way of life, paying our humble salutations and adorations to the holy 64 saints from the South Indian school of Saivism. Humble salutations and adorations to the lotus feet of Brahmasri Sivasubramanya Guru Swamigal, the founder of the Saiva Siddhanta Sangam of South Africa, elders, family and friends. May I greet you in the name of the Supreme God that we adored in our life as Om Namah Shivaya. We are gathered here to unite the individual soul, the Jivatma, to Paramatma. So each and every one of us, we have part and parcel of the Supreme God that we adored is dwelling within us. Saint Tirumular says, Jivane Sivalingam. The soul itself is nothing but Shiva. So in that understanding, we want to greet all of you. The Supreme God dwell in the chamber of your heart. My humble Vanakkam to all of you. And we are gathered here to pray for a very special mother in the Western Cape. I don't know when she moved, but I met her quite a few times in various gatherings. I think everyone will know her, maybe Auntie Malar. But her full name is Malarmugam. If you split the word into two, Mugam means face, Mala means flower. So, the one that will always have smiling, look like how you look at the fully opened flower, how it is bright, smiling, very attractive, then you can call that person as Malarmugam. That was Amma Malarmugam that I know of. Very humble, very loving, very caring, but very strong in her faith and tradition. Very unshakable faith in her belief system. Is none other than Amma Malarmugam. Because we had few funeral services in the Parklands region, and then she comes and accompanied with a Tevara book. And some of the Tevarams, we have only got selected verses, first paragraph and the last paragraph. If you take Mandira Mavadu, we only have the first paragraph as it is, and then the last paragraph. There are verses missing in between, that she can able to sing that full verses of Tevaram. So that's the kind of person that we are here for, to take her soul back to Lord Shiva. And in Manikavasaka Swamigal's Tiruvasagam, particularly under the verses of Shiva Puranam, Manikavasaka Swamigal says, Avanarulale Avantal Vanangi. The Saivite saints had a very personal connection with the Lord Shiva. In the Tamil way of life, we don't say Avan to someone. Even if you are very close, then you say Avan. If you don't know the person, you say Avar or Avargal in a very respectful way. But Triyana Sambandar had a divine connection. So you call him Avan Arulale. So in that understanding, with his divine grace, with his divine will, it made all of us to be assembled here to glorify to the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. So in that understanding, we would like to sing some of the sacred songs. All the song selections are done by the family. This was all the special songs of Amma Malarmugam. So they do have a playback, all the songs. Even some of the songs I'm not very familiar with, but you are going to listen to it. And some of the songs are very well-known Tevarams, so we all can sing together. The very first song that we are going to offer to the lotus feet of Lord Shiva is Tarikilen Kaya Valkai Sankara Potri. Manikavasaka Swamigal is pleading to Lord Shiva, please take my soul onto your fold. Don't put me back into the life cycle. I have been gone through all the various lives. I know the human birth considered to be the last of the life cycle. You've given me that gift of being born as a human being. Patinathar says, Pirattal, Pirattal, Manidalai, Pirattal, Aridugan. So we all did something especially good in our previous life, good karma. That's why today that we are here as a human being. So from here, where we want to go, Manikavasaka Swamigal says, we need to go back to the Siva Loka, the abode of Lord Shiva. So for this, all the songs from Tiruvasagam is all pleading to Lord Shiva, bless my soul. Take my soul onto your fold. And in this song, he says, Sankara Potri. The word Sankara means dispenser of bliss. Give me that status of bliss, which is going to be at the lotus feet of yourself, not in any way else. And we see you around me, not in the temple, in the iconographic form that you are very familiar with. Manikavasaka Swamigal says, I see you around me as the Panchabhutas, the 5 elements. The last paragraph of Tarikilen Kaya Valkai, he says, Potri Aim Pulangal Tannai Punargila Punargayane. And he says, Oh Lord Shiva, you got no beginning, no end. You neither born nor die. You are the Supreme Being. I see you around me as the Panchabhutas. Bless me, guide me, and protect me, and take my soul onto your fold. It's a wonderful song, a composition of Manikavasaka Swamigal, Tarikilen Kaya Valkai. நம சிவாய போற்றி ஓம் நம போற்றி. As I was talking earlier, it's a full song.
Yeah.
But it's
Only
only
four speeches.
she given me. She gave me 3.
She said there's 4.
Also 4.
I'll find out now. Let's
Okay,
cut this.
tell me, then we can.
She said there's 4. It's
You have SK, Rohan, and then you got Common,
Kalai.
and then you got Kalai. Kalai is the last.
So it's 4.
Okay. Thank you. I hope you understand what I mean by saying the full verses. So in our Tarikilan Varkai 2, we have a selected verses in our songbooks, but this is the very full verses of Tarikilan Kai Varkai. But the family will share the link to you if you would like to continue listening to that. It's a wonderful rendition of these particular verses. So we would like to now continue. The very first speaker for today worked very closely with Amma Malarmugam, and she also ardent supporter of Saiva Siddhanta Sangam of South Africa, Cape Town branch. I would like to call upon Thiru S.K. Pillai, who actually was very instrumental to establishing Saiva Siddhanta Sangam here, and I would like to call upon him to come and pay tribute to Amma Malarmugam.
சிவபெருமான் பேராரும் சைவ சித்தாந்த சங்கம் சத்குரு வீர பிரம்ம ஸ்ரீ சிவ சுப்பிரமணிய குரு சுவாமிகள் குரு கிருஷ்ணா அவர்களுக்கும் தாய் தங்கள்மார்களே பிள்ளை செல்வங்களே என் உள்நோக்கணந்த வணக்கம். A quick translation on that. In the name of Shiva Peruman, God Almighty, in the name of the Sadguru Brahma Sri Siva Subramani Guru Swami Guru, who founded the Saiva Siddhanta Sangam in South Africa, and of course, members of the Cape Town branch, loving devotees, family and friends. Today is a very, very sad day in our lives. Because very soon we will be saying goodbye and farewell to a wonderful soul, a remarkable personality, a person who has left an indelible impression not only in the family but in the community and all the organizations that she was fortunate to go and render songs devoted to Shiva Peruman. And when I was asked to say a few words, I said, oh my God, I wonder how much time they're going to give me. Are they going to give me 15 minutes or 50 minutes? That too would not do justice to what we have to say. In the final accolades to our dear mother, a living example of a person who had taken birth on this Mother Earth, propagating Saivism, a true Saivite, walked in the footsteps of Saivism. There is so much one could go and to mention, but to just touch on one or two things. Firstly, it came as no surprise to the family when our dear mother took the path of God realization. From a tender age, it was ingrained in her, and coming from that beautiful Hindu religious background, our Amma was guided and nurtured in this pathway. And foremost, taking the pathway and propagating the works of our Guru Swami Guru. She adored the Guru Swami Guru who founded the Sangam in South Africa in 1910. And when she came to, just to deviate a little history, when she came to Cape Town, she joined the Saiva Siddhanta Sangam. She was a strong devotee, never hesitated to roll up the sleeves and get whatever needs to be done. And at the forefront of everything, in the religious field, in the social field as well. You know, sometimes we seem to do away with the social aspect of our life. That must gel, that must mend. God didn't say we shouldn't have a social life. We must have a social life within the context. And our mother joined the Saiva Siddhanta Sangam Cape Town branch. She even conducted services at our Cape Town branch. She accompanied the branch at all the activities that we were invited for in the Cape Town city. And everywhere that we went, people were astounded with their knowledge of Saivism, God realization, propagation. It seemed at some stage, because I was fortunate, and I thank God Almighty for giving me this opportunity of meeting such a wonderful soul. I was fortunate to have long discussions, many hours at her premises, discussing religion, culture, and propagation, and language. First and foremost, wherever you met with her, somewhere in that little conversation, religion will rear its wonderful head and guide that conversation into that track instead of the other track that maybe the conversation was leading to. Such was a quality, such was a wonderful person that our Amma was. And when we turn the leaves a few pages, a few years back, she never hesitated to get involved in any organization which was invited to render, as our Guru Krishna said, the beautiful renderations, the compositions of our great Saivite saints from the Thevaram. She will somewhere down the line bring that up. Such was a devotion, such was a love. And she tried her very best. In Western Cape, after coming to Western Cape, she tried to teach the community, the Tamil community, Tamil. But unfortunately, not everybody is geared up for that for whatever reason. Very, very disappointed. Sacrificing that time together with other members of the community as well who are seated here to pay tribute to our loving sister. Culture, religion, language was the first and foremost in her life. She left an indelible impression. A charming personality, as Guru explained. Malarmugam. The beautiful mother, which really gelled with that beautiful, beautiful face. Everybody who came in contact with her, I'm sure when they left, that impression will be there, that beautiful face with a big red dot, and saying farewell to her. Such was a personality, such was a character, such was she who was held in such a high esteem in our community of Cape Town. Very closely working with everybody. It is a tremendous loss for the community of Cape Town. And we in the Saiva Siddhanta Sangam, more especially, will miss her. It's unfortunate, but that is how life has been laid out for us. That was the latter part of her wonderful life, health deteriorated. But despite the pain and the inconvenience and the discomfort, she had that big smile on her face. She always held it. And you just want to go and hug her and say, Vanakkam ma, speak to her in Tamil as far as possible. Such was our mother. And today, unfortunately, our mother has left us. Our Atma and Paramatma is now gelled. But we know, as we sit here in this beautiful venue, that she is up there watching over us with a beautiful smile and guiding us like that beautiful angel. Dear devotees, one can go on and on, but we will not be doing justice to this wonderful mother because she has done so much, and there's so much that we can talk about. So much she contributed, social life in and the other aspects of our Cape Town city. But all we do is we thank Shiva Peruman for bringing this wonderful soul into our lives and helping us in our pursuit and to the realization to God's almighty kingdom. Mika Nandri, thank you. We know all of you would like to come here and say a few words, but I think with time constraint, we will adjust our time for this afternoon. Mika Nandri, God bless. And to Sister Malar, we can always say, you may not be present with us, but your memories will be forever with us. Mika Nandri, Vanakkam.
Mika Nandri to SK. As SK said that follow the path of Lord Shiva is a real blessing. Appar Swamigal say that under the sacred verses of Masil Veenayum Malai Madhyamum, the second paragraph speaks about this. Namashivayave Jnanamum Kalviyum Namashivayave Nan Neri Kattume. So if you chant Shiva, Shiva, Shiva all the time, Om Namah Shivaya, Nan Neri Kattume, Nalla Neri, good path will be directed to you. As Tirumular says, Shiva Shiva Yenna, Shiva Gadidane. As you chant Shiva, 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 you become one with the Supreme Being. So in that understanding, we would like to now join to listen. And those who are very well versed in those songs, please, you can join singing with that playback. These two are the composition of Brahmasri Sivasubramanya Guru Swamigal, Kadayur Perumane and Vava Yendan Shivame. So can I have the two songs just one after the other? Thank you. Okay, so we may just take the songs off, get the speeches going. Don't worry.
Just play one song.
Okay.
Speak up one song.
Well, I'll cut it short.
Thank you. The next speaker for today's memorial service, Ruhan Kavi Rangaya, is going to speak on his party. I'll leave it on there.
Good day. I believe you may know me as Ruhan, my Mala's grandson. You never know what you have until it's gone. I never understood that until the 23rd of February of this year. My grandmother, Malarmugam, or as I call her Pati, was someone I valued from when I was very young. She used to take care of me from when I was born. She fed me, bathed me, and even sang to me. From when I was 4, she used to fetch me from school. She would spoil me. One of the best memories I had with her was when she took me to the movies and we watched Finding Dory. As she got older, she got sick, and she eventually had to stop driving and fetching me from school. Eventually, she got so sick that she couldn't even live on her own. She eventually started living with my mom and dad. But being sick didn't stop Pati. She still cooked and sang. She was like a firecracker. After my mom and dad stopped living together, Pati started living with mom. Mom and Pati then got into multiple arguments, but they would make up at the end of these arguments. Around this year, Pati got extremely sick and went to the hospital. Then, on Sunday, on the 22nd of February, I visited her for one last time. She was happy to see me and even sang a bit. I asked her what her favorite singer was, and she said her favorite singer was John Denver, and she was singing, "I'm leaving on a jet plane." I thought she was okay, but the next day she passed on. In her honor, I will say something she would normally say when she prayed. Ulagalam unirindu odetku ariyavan Nila Uluvian, Nir Malivayan, Alagil Sodi, Yan sorry, Aduvan Malar Silam, Badivarfi Venang Guvam. I'm thankful for you, Party. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mikka Nandri, Juan. And we are going to continue listening to the next song. We just confirmed we have enough time to complete our planned memorial service. So we would like to continue. The next song that we are going to listen to is Veyuru Tori Pangan. Can I have that song played for us, please? Thank you. Is it two songs here? I'm only choosing one.
Okay.
Okay, then I can go on.
Or they must just play like a minute and a half of each song, then you can go on.
Okay, we'll let this song finish and then we can tell you.
And then at the end, you can tell whoever's here that if they want to come visit the family, they can come
To the house.
to the house after 3. So that gives us enough time.
Okay.
Because remember, we're going to have to finish
Okay.
the last rites after.
Sani pambirandum udane nalla nalla avai nalla nalla diya avarku migai. Can you play the next one? Guru Swamigal. I would like to now call upon Carmen Munian, the youngest daughter of Amma Malar, who would like to pay tribute.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to say goodbye. My name is Carmen, and I live in Australia, and I am the youngest daughter of Pal. So I'm going to pause a little bit in between, and forgive me for breaking up as I go. But I'm going to try to read and not go off book too much. To a large extent, I think my family and I have been preparing for Mum's passing since just before her diagnosis, when she started having severe symptoms in 2017. But with persistence, patience, and Mum's random remedies she saw on Sun TV, YouTube, or somewhere else, she always made it through. And she came back healthier and stronger. In our last video call on the 18th of Feb, she was looking so well and beautiful. So when she said she thinks her body is starting to struggle, and my sister mentioned it a few days before that, I thought it was going to be okay, because she's much better now, and her condition is stable. With medication and rest, she'll be back on track. Living with my sister and my sister's dedicated and unconditional care brought back the brightness that dwindled when Mum lived alone. I sincerely thought we had another 5 years. Unfortunately, we weren't that lucky this time. My mum is an amazing person who fought hard for everything in life, but was never bitter. She smiled, prayed, crossed her fingers, and hoped for the best. She is a product of her time. Like most women born in the 50s, she knew when to pick her battles, and her success in life was due to that. There are so many wonderful things to say about her life, her travels, life in Australia, career as a nurse, being an active member of many communities and temples over the years. But as a dynamic woman, she was many things to many people, and I'm sure you will each remember and celebrate her in your own way. Like most mothers and daughters, Mum and I fought a little bit, and we had lots of disagreements during my youth. But she never held a grudge and was first to say she was sorry even when she didn't need to. She always forgave us, and we forgave her. As I got older, we bonded over our fascination with the supernatural, ancient civilizations, diseases, and our challenges in relationships. I spent 22 years living with her and seeing her daily. There were times, especially in Australia, where she couldn't always be there for reasons out of her control. But she always made up for it by being my biggest cheerleader and believing in me. She was seldom good with words when I was young, and sometimes she said the wrong thing. But in time, we realized that words were not necessary, as her love and affection showed in the things she did for us, time spent together, and the fact that she was always there when we needed her. As she aged and mellowed and found safety she had been craving, she was finally able to do the things she loved. Some of her retirement was difficult as the illness started, but she lived a good life. She did and saw many marvelous things, and she will be missed by many as a result of this full life. She was a wonderful mom, a good friend, an amazing storyteller, dedicated nurse, passionate Tamilian, spiritualist, and Saivite. But most importantly, she was a good person with a big heart. She was always helping others till the end. You are very loved, Mom, and we will miss you greatly. I hope you are comfortable in heaven or rejoining the divine after your long soul's journey. Rest in peace.
Thank you very much, Kaman. The next song that we are going to listen to, it's the song name is Osei Voliyallam. Can you kindly play that song, Osei Voliyallam? Thank you. This song, we got one more speech, then I'm going to conclude after that.
Yeah, so that is I tell him.
Tell him this one song, then we got one speech, then we conclude. A beautiful composition of Saint Appar Swamigal or Tirunavakarasa to say, Lord Shiva, you are the sound and you are the light of the world. Humble salutations and adorations unto you. The next speaker and the last speaker for today's memorial service, none other than Kalayinbam Rangaya.
Friends and family, we're 10 minutes over time, but please indulge me. Jonathan, can you please play the first song, Kanmani Anbodu? This is a love song, and it was on my playlist. Whenever we were in the car, I'd be singing silently, but Mum would always loudly speak. So please indulge me. Apologies that we're taking a little over the scheduled time. Jonathan? Kanmani Anbodu. It's the first song on the playlist. Please, if you do know the song, you're welcome to sing along. Thank you, Jonathan. So that song is a love song, and it speaks of, yes, a lover, but in this case, someone who loves, who was my mother. And she's writing a letter, and she asks, how shall she start, and so forth. It embodies the romantic that my mother was. Where does one start? How? And can one even sufficiently eulogize a mother? Nanbargale, yen anbulla vanakam. Ma, do you hear me speaking? Your tittikam ten thaimori. Thaimori. And that is exactly how she would say it. She would compare her mother tongue, her beloved Tamil, and she'd say it like the choicest, sweetest honey, almost as if it was flowing on her tongue. If you knew my mother, you'd know the Saivite Tamil tigress she was, with strong affiliation for her language, culture, and religion. Malarmugam, and I don't need to go into the explanation of what it meant, because Guru beautifully shared that with us. Harold and Pushpam's number one. Ponnu Sami Deiriyanathan and Muniamma. And she'd say it like that, Ponnu Sami Deiriyanathan, as if they came from some aristocratic background. And the other Muniamma, who is known as Beach Amma or Jessie. She was their eldest grandchild. She was their precious and pampered child, but also kept on a short string with the narrative of, I'm the mother, if I'm wrong, I'm still right. And that carried over so well that she'd tell Carmen, your sister was a perfect child. She never argued until she met that Tavesan. But you, Tavesan, taught me assertiveness. She was a storyteller, and that's why I am too. Mommy made life exciting. She grew wild imaginations, belief in fairies, magic, so much so that I made Carmen call me princess, and even Ruhan knows that story. I got God realization, and angels, and a love for mythology. Mom, you were a woman ahead of your time, wearing sunglasses, a sun hat, and a costume to the beach or pool, despite a less than perfect body. Yet I learned modesty too. She loved dancing, singing, right up until the day when we last saw her, like Ruhan shared. I learned loving and giving. I'm going to share something with you from a cousin of mine. So my dad has 6 sisters, and this is from my big amma. My aunts were not my ates, they were ma, because they were so much more like mothers than aunts. So this is from my big amma, Peri Amma, Dad's eldest sister, her daughter, Renesha. Tribute to Malaranti, to an aunt who was the true embodiment of what it meant to be an aunt. She loved unselfishly, embraced with warmth and comfort, and corrected and disciplined with calmness and gentleness. So we lived in a family home, and Dad's paternal aunt was there. We all called her Aya. And when Renesha would come for a holiday, we'd have to wake up to go to the bathroom. And the one day Renesha woke up, she didn't go to the bathroom. She just washed her hands, and Aya lost it, so she was shouting at her, and Mom would be like, this Aya is so hard. And that's why Renesha said that, because Mom was always so soft with everybody else. So Mom disciplined with calmness and gentleness. I had the pleasure of spending much of my childhood with Malaranti. She would arrive in her white Mercedes, but Renesha, I don't remember white Mercedes. What I remember is a very ugly white Escort with a blue interior. To fetch her for holidays, Renesha. And just like that, a new adventure would begin. She gave me so many beautiful first experiences. I received my very first gift under a Christmas tree with her. I watched my first movie at the drive-in, and later on at the cinema by her side. She filled in where my parents couldn't, and she did so with grace and love. She often took me to the swimming pool, although I stubbornly refused to learn how to swim. She would hold me securely, making sure I felt safe. That was who she was, steady, protective, reassuring. I was still young, but I remember her nursing Mom post-op. My mom was deeply grateful for her sister-in-law and always sang her praises. Their bond was special, filled with the love and mutual respect. Auntie Mal was one of the best bakers I've ever known. Truly, there wasn't anything she couldn't do. She was a true Proverbs 31 woman. Capable, generous, strong, and dignified. I'm going to cut out some. So whether she was in Australia or South Africa, Malaranti always kept in touch. She had a positive word to share, encouragement to give, and love to pour out, and you all have experienced that. Her legacy of love lives on through her 2 beautiful daughters, my darling cousins. She helped shape my destiny and the destiny of so many others. Thank you, dearest aunt, for every moment we shared. You'll be dearly missed and forever loved. Till we meet again, rest well, and please tell my mom and dad hello for me. Love you always, gone but not forgotten. So Mom loved everybody softly, and just this morning I said to Carmen, Satguru's daughter said she was his only biological daughter, as were we Mom's 2 biological daughters. But Yash, are you here? I don't know if you remember, but she said, you all are my children. And Yash was also a community brother. Mom loved her family so much. She even phoned Kajal a few days ago and had a long chat, even asked to speak to Arya, their daughter. So Mom loved everybody soft, but you were hard on us. I cooked my first curry at 10. You hand-washed clothes while Carmen would clean the one part of the house and I cleaned the other part of the house. I learned teamwork from you. For our birthdays, there was always a cake and singing, even if it was homemade. By no means were you a perfect mother, but one who did the best with the knowledge, resources, and experience you had. Mommy, how we fought. You were so strong-willed. You always wanted your way, as did I. It was hard to accept that our roles were reversed. It was hard for me to keep creating value in you when you said you were a burden. I'd say, look at you and Ruhan. Look at the deep conversations you had. And even my neighbor came over the other day and she'll say, you know, I can hear your son and your mother chatting away. I didn't have that with my grandparents. The fact, I also told her, that you raised two strong women who still retain their softness, but do hold rank in male-dominated technical fields. We hold our own without losing ourselves. There's so many people to say thank you to. Dr. Plecker, Dr. Augustine, Dr. van der Bijl, Prof. Conradi, the cardiac ICU. Mom had like a shares wherever she went. In Kales River Hospital, because of her condition, they would admit her into the cardiac ICU. From the porters to the receptionists of the doctors, everyone knew Mrs. Munian, and it's an Afrikaans area, but we were so embraced and we felt loved. Even not the last one, but the previous appointment that we had with Dr. Plecker, she'll still ask, can't I drive? Okay, so I would always say, even at Dischem Table View, my mother had shares with Dischem because we had a monthly shopping list, the Gianna Low Foundation and the Pulmonary Hypertension Support Group. Mom was so active on the group, and she would be providing support for other people. And I think in creating value for those people that made her feel valued. Mom's many groups, there were so many groups on her phone. I don't know if I informed everybody. I pray that I did. Even on Saturday, she had a Tamil class, and she was armed. An online class, mind you. She was armed with her tablet and earphones from the cardiac ICU. They gave her a room to have her class. She even had a test. God knows if she wrote her test, but yeah, she did. She danced to the beat of her own drum. You know, when we talk of worship of God, many of you, I'm very unconventional, you'll see. When we speak of God and worship of God, we speak about Pamale. We did Pamale with the songs, and Pumale. So it's a garland of songs or flowers that we use to worship God. And there was a trio. The trio was Devi, Gaurima, and Malar. And when I think of that trio, Pumale comes to mind, because those two are names of goddesses, mother goddesses. And my mother was the flower who was there with them. That three, they went on dates, going to Rylands. My mother even knew Tinimea Road, all the places to find a bargain. And so they would take her to lunch, and she would be the driver. Thank you for your almost daily calls to her. You were the first friends that she made. I always say that we don't have our immediate family very close to us, but we have our community family. We here, our community family. The Cape Town Hindu community of the Athlone area, you embraced us, you loved her. And then even within our area, even her gym people are here. When Mom, she loved her exercise aerobics. When she heard that there was at Leibrand Hall, that there was this exercise thing, the one lady said she was the first lady of color to attend, and then her friends followed. So thank you all for being here. And there's many, many others. There were so many messages, recordings that we don't have the luxury of time to share with you all. My aunt, her sister came here last year, and they spent a week on the beach, not even in my house. And I'm so grateful, Akka, that you were here. Mama, my dear grandmother, who's losing a child before she goes, how painful. And I just, she is losing her memory, and I wondered whether I would want that she's aware, or maybe it would be better if she was blissfully unaware. Lastly, the loving hearts. Auntie Pris, Nadira Ben, Auntie Kumari, I can't remember everybody's names. Auntie Pris became my mom's Uber. Despite Mom being so very slow and having a burdensome oxygen bag, you would come and fetch her. You didn't see her challenges, you saw her as a human and as a person. And that I'm so grateful to you for. Loving hearts, you brought excitement into my mother's life. She was so excited to be with you all for dinner on February 13th. I had to take her to the mall twice to find a red dress, which we didn't. But she still had her hair done at the salon. She dressed up and she looked amazing. So what I've shared with you is only a minuscule mustard grain of the woman my mother was, and what I could put into words. Ma, you fought an amazing fight right till the end. You raised two great, amazing ladies. Most of your life, you were in survival mode, but for the golden years, I like to think and I feel that they were somewhat good. You looked beautiful when you lived with me and you smiled. Your face wasn't gray anymore. It was full of color, and even today it's full of color. It's pink and rosy. You look just like you're sleeping. My prayer is that the soul that Carmen and Khaled chose as their mother for this lifetime has reached the lotus feet of her darling Lord Shiva, and that she's resting peacefully, breathing easily, and just in a state of being. Thank you so much to all our family and friends who are here, who've flown, who are watching online. I know that you would have wanted to be here to pay your last respects. However, I feel your love, and I know that even after Mom's gone, you're still going to be checking in on us and sending us love. Thank you for the flowers, the calls. I'm repeating myself now. So thank you for bearing with me. In Anbula, Vanakkam.
Thank you, Mikan and Rikala. Can I have all the family members to come and get this rose, and if you can stand around Ma's body? Funeral is not completed when you are not offering this particular song by Saint Sundaramurthy Swamigal from the 7th chapter of Thevaram. We're going to sing Varvavadu. No playback, we're going to sing. Then continue with that is Namah Shivaya Varga and Mukti Neri, and that will take us to the end of this memorial service. The immediate family will follow with me to do the last rites. Before I'm going to start with all of that, may I take this opportunity to say thank you to Pine Town Funeral Services, and especially to Brandon for all the extra mile and bringing Amma today, the new hearse that I'm seeing today so beautifully. Thank you so much for that. So we're looking forward to work more closely with you. And thank you to the management of the Maitland Crematorium for allowing us to take a few more extra minutes to have a very dignified send-off for Amma Malar. Thank you so much. Can I ask all of you to stand around and keep the flower? Oh, you already put it? Okay, no problem. There's one more there. Can I have all of you please raise for this song and concluding one time? Om Tiruchitrambalam. வாழ்வாவது மாயம் இது மண்ணாவது திண்ணம் வாழ்வாவது மாயம் இது மண்ணாவது திண்ணம் பாழ்போவது பிறவி கடல் பசிநோய் செய்த பரிதான் பாழ்போவது பிறவி கடல் பசிநோய் செய்த பரிதான் தாழாதரம் சேமேந்தடம் கண்ணான் மலரோனும் கீழ்மேல் ஊர நின்றான் திரு கேதாரமணீரே கீழ்மேல் ஊர நின்றான் திரு கேதாரமணீரே நாவின் மீசை அறையினோடு தமிழ்ஞான சம்பந்தன் யாவர் சிவன் அடியார்கட்கு அடியான் அடி தொண்டன் யாவர் சிவன் அடியார்கட்கு அடியான் அடி தொண்டன் தேவன் திருக்கேதா அதிகாரத்தை ஊரான் ஊரை செய்த பாவியின் தமிழ் வல்லார் பரலோகத்திருப்பாரே. பாவியின் தமிழ் வல்லார் பரலோகத்திருப்பாரே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். In this song, the great Sundaramurti Swamigal says, life will come to an end. The body will become earth indeed one day. In that understanding, without waste your time, perform righteous good deeds. Chant the Panchakshara mantra, Namah Shivaya. Through singing the glory of God, Pavin Tamil Vallar Paraloga Tirupare, the soul will reach the world high above. We call it as Shivaloka. That is the prayer that we would like to offer for Amma. Now we would like to sing the selected verses of Shivapuranam, Namah Shivaya Varga, followed by Muktiniri. Om Trichitrambalam, Namah Shivaya Varga, Nadandal Varga, Namah Shivaya Varga, Nadandal Varga. இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ்வாழ்க. நம சிவாய வாழ்க, நாதந்தாள் வாழ்க. கோகழி ஆண்ட குரு மனிதன் தாழ்வாழ்க. கோகழி ஆண்ட குரு மனிதன் தாழ்வாழ்க. ஆகமமாகி நின்று அன்னிப்பான் தாழ்வாழ்க. ஏகன் அநேகன் இறைவனடி வாழ்க. நம சிவாய வாழ்க, நாதந்தாள் வாழ்க. நம சிவாய வாழ்க, நாதந்தாள் வாழ்க. புல்லாகி பூடாகி புழுவாய் மரமாகி, புல்லாகி பூடாகி புழுவாய் மரமாகி, பல்விருகமாகி பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி, கல்லாய் மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய், வல்ல சுரராகி முனிவராய் தேவராய், வல்ல சுரராகி முனிவராய் தேவராய், செல்லா அனின்ற தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறந்தெழுத்தேனும் பெருமான். நம சிவாய வாழ்க, நாதந்தாள் வாழ்க. நம சிவாய வாழ்க, நாதந்தாள் வாழ்க. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். முத்தி நெறி அறியாத மூர்க்கரோடு முயல்வேனே. முத்தி நெறி அறியாத மூர்க்கரோடு முயல்வேனே. பத்தி நெறி அறிவித்து பழவினைகள் பாரும் வண்ணம், சித்தமலோ அறிவித்து சிவமாக்கி என்னை ஆண்ட பத்தன்யன கருளியவாறு ஆர்பெருவாரச்சோவே. நெறியல்லா நெறி தன்னை நெறியாக நினைவேனே. சிறுநெறிகள் சேராமே திருவருளே சேரும் வண்ணம், குறியொன்றோம் இல்லாத கூத்தந்த கூத்தை எனக்கு அறியும் வண்ணம் அருளியவாறு ஆர்பெருவாரச்சோவே. செம்மை நலம் அறியாத சிதடரோடும் திரிவேனே. மும்மை மலம் அறிவித்து முதலாய முதல்வன் தாள் நம்மையும் ஓர் பொருளாகி நாய் சிவிகை ஏற்றுவிந்த அம்மையன கருளியவாறு ஆர்பெருவாரச்சோவே. அம்மையன கருளியவாறு ஆர்பெருவாரச்சோவே. அம்மையென கருளியவாறு ஆர்வேறுவாரச்சோவே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். கல்லாப்பிழையும் கருதாப்பிழையும் கசுந்துருகி நல்லாப்பிழையும் நினையாப்பிழையும் நின்னைந்தெழுத்தை சொல்லாப்பிழையும் துதியாப்பிழையும் தொழாப்பிழையும் எல்லா பிழையும் பொறுத்தருள்வாய் கட்சியே கம்பனே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, என் நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. இன்பமே சூழ்க எல்லோரும் இன்புற்று வாழ்க. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. வாழ்க அந்தனர் வானவராயினும் வாழ்க அந்தனர் வானவராயினும் வீழ்க தன் போல வேந்தனும் ஓங்குக ஆழ்க தீயதெல்லாம் அரண்நாமமே. சோழ்க வையகமோ துயர் தீர்கவே. சோழ்க வையகமோ துயர் தீர்கவே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவ. நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவ. நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவ. Can we have 6 family members? We can place it on the platform. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you once again. On behalf of the Munian and Rangia family, we want to say thank you to each and every one of you, those who made a very special effort to come here, those who are joining on the live streaming, Mikanandri, and those who came from other provinces to be part of this memorial service, Mikanandri to the family and friends. Thank you to all those who are from overseas, send message of condolences. Thank you so much. May I take this opportunity on behalf of the entire Western Cape Hindu community. Maybe I start with the senior level on behalf of Sri Siva Alayam, on behalf of Sri Parasakti Alayam Krevenby, on behalf of Sri Shiva Shakti Alayam Pelican Park, not forgetting the organization that where Auntie was involved, Saiva Siddhanta Sangam, not forgetting Parkland's Hindu Cultural Society. I remember that one Tamil New Year show where Auntie was preparing the Parkland's Hindu Cultural Society student to sing a New Year song. I never forget that. So, on behalf of the Parkland's Hindu Cultural Society, to the youngest of all these community organizations, on behalf of the Home Spiritual Center and all the Western Cape Tamil Federation associates, we just want to pay tribute to the noble soul of Amma Malarmugam. May her soul rest at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva and attain Sivagati. Om Shanti. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you. Just to be careful, there's a brick behind you. Don't get trapped up. Now be up.
Yes.